Alright, I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. Today what I got in store is I'm going to open up some of Magic the Gathering Guilds of Ravnica, the new set. I'm going to open up a Fat Pack, actually a bundle. Fat Pack is so ingrained in my head since they just changed the name like a year ago or something for whatever reason, so I'm probably going to be cycling between the name Fat Pack and Bundle, but just know, in my mind, they mean the same thing. So it's pretty much like a little box set for Magic the Gathering, or the newest set. Well, this one is. Contains 10 boosters. It contains a player's guide. Kind of gives you a show of the set with all the cards in it. 10 15 card Guilds of Ravnica booster packs. The Guilds of Ravnica card box, which you can kind of see right here. 75 basic land pack for making decks. Spin down a life counter, pretty cool, and it varies from colors. I think one for each of the mana type, except colorless. And plus 2 reference cards, which I think those rectangular small little rule books. And this is new. 1 premium foil version of each basic land. That's pretty cool. A nice little inclusion that they should do, because fat packs or bundles, they gotta have another pull to them. I personally like them because it's a good way. Spend like $35 to get like a good taste of the new set. You get 10 boosters, you get a nice little storage box, you get a dice, and yeah, get a good taste of the set instead of spending like $100 on a booster box. Sorry about my throat. It's a little bit gunky today. Stand with your guild. On Ravnica, whoever you are, soldier or scientist, merchant or spy, your guild is the core of your identity. It provides structure and greater purpose. Now the time has come to defend it. And yeah, just Guilds of Ravnica, the new set. I guess we're returning to Ravnica, ages 13 plus, Magic the Gathering. She's got her orange, crazy red hair. We got like her fist throwing off energy, her angel wings, very indifferent look on her face. Doesn't look good, doesn't look bad, just looks kind of fierce. And her sword is not in an attack position, it's just kind of resting on the ground. So yeah, let's go ahead and open this up and see what we find inside. I really like the bundles or the fat packs just because it's nice to get a storage box, and it's an inexpensive way to get a taste of the set. Because if you're going to be playing with the new set cards or just want to see the new set, you're probably going to want to get a couple packs, and I feel like this is just a good way to get a nice little bundle of them. And I really like and enjoyed the storage box that it comes with. So took off the plastic. This, I'm not sure why they have these really, because cards only fit in them horizontally. You can't fit the width of them in here. So it's just like a storage box. I actually have one of these on my little mantle, and I put my coins in it from after the day. So I have a bunch of coins in my old one. You got the player's guide, which is pretty cool. I really don't know any of the cards in this set, so I'm not going to spoil it for myself. Really nice art, and I'm very curious about the art. I've seen, I think that the art looks pretty good on the set from what I've seen, but I really haven't seen much. I don't know any of the mythics or anything like that, but it gives you a nice rundown of all the cards that are in the set, and yeah, some app for something like that, and cool. Pretty cool. Nice to have this information. I'll just set it in the back for now. And this usually opens up with some like sticky glue here, and it has a nice little picture. Very long this time. Can't really show it on camera. Really cool. Got like a floating city there. Pretty fun. Kind of want to hang it on my wall. I'll just hang it back here for now. You got the RFID card just in case you try to walk out the store with it. It will set off the alarm, so don't ever steal. It's not very smart. And then you got the Magic the Gathering card box. Cool. Oh, wow, really cool dice. It's like a bluish, I guess. It's not just the mana. This is a mix of black and blue, if you can get it to focus. And where is the set symbol? That's what it looks like. It looks like a phoenix or a bird or something like that. Very interesting, very cool. Is it the same symbol on the back? Yeah, I guess it is. Oh no, I think it's one for each of the guild or something like that. Interesting. I'd be curious to know which guild this is. But cool. Really like this dice actually. Go ahead and just put that there. The newer fat pack boxes or the bundles come with this insert that also can be used for dividing cards in there. Pretty cool. You got 10 booster packs, and they just threw the lands in here. I guess they replaced the rule. Interesting. Cool. Instead of, I always thought it was kind of a waste of paper when they printed it on those little rectangles that were kind of thick that you unfold to say the rules. This is just a very simple way. They just printed it on cardstock, it looks like. Beginning, main phase, combat, main phase again, and pretty cool. Really like that. And it shows you a couple of formats here. Standard, booster, draft, commander. They don't have modern, which is interesting. Kind of tells you what should be in a standard Magic. I guess they're really pushing standard because they make the most money from standard. So it says a standard Magic deck must have 60 cards, at least 60. Choose 1 or 2 colors to build with at first. You can play up to 4 copies of a card, except basic lands. You can play as many of those as you want. A typical deck will have 24 to 25 lands, 17 to 22 creatures, and 13 to 18 other spells. Cool, so they're really pushing to try to do the standard set. Really cool, kind of like that. They just threw these in here, not really in packaging or anything like that. Explaining the rules a little bit. Fun. Somehow there's, yep, here are the foil lands, so I guess they're just throwing it along the land pack inside there. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. Should be one for each of them. It would be cool if the whole block was foiled. Now that would be a lot of fun. Really cool lands. Interesting art. Not so bad. It looks like there's only one art type for each of the lands. Well, at least in this set. Just many copies of it. But let's look at the foil ones. And I really like how they have this divider here now. You can just put cards in there, and they're not going to slosh around too much. You got the foil forest, and that's the Guilds of Ravnica set symbol in the corner. Nice foiling. You got the mountain. Looks like a cool city. Looks like big skyscrapers. Got the swamp over there. You got the island. Really cool. And then the plains. So it's pretty cool that they give you a foil copy of each of the lands. It looks like the lands in this, they all have kind of these big towers and big cities there. There's like some zeppelins flying in the background in the forest. Yeah, again with these big towers. Looks like inside the city, just like inside Ravnica, I believe. Cool. So it gives you 5 foil lands right off the bat. Another little reason to make you want to buy it. And then, of course, most of the people buy them for the packs. So you got 10 packs here. And let's go ahead and open up. And really like the box. For whatever reason, too, they do put this in the top of the box. I think it's so it doesn't close all the way. I think if you remove this, it kind of closes funky. Yeah, you can see it just kind of squishes it. So they include this spacer at the top, so it closes perfect. Ta-da! Anyways, let's go ahead and open up a pack and see what we get. I really don't know any of the cards in here, and I'm curious to see what there is and check out the art on them and see if there's any new mechanics or anything like that. Interesting. I don't know who those people are. The first card I got is a blue, Dazzling Lights, 1 blue. Target creature gets -3, -0 until end of turn. And it looks like a new mechanic, Surveil. It's Surveil 2. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct. Look at the top 2 cards of your library. Then put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest on top of your library in any order. The top 2 cards of your library. Interesting. So you're going to look at the top 2 cards of your library. You can either keep them there or put them in your graveyard. It's like an interesting, kind of like that. Looks like you're just going to help like a dredge mechanic or something like that, or fill up your graveyard. Really cool art. Looks like this guy's in a daze, got blue aura swimming around his head, and it looks like he just got stumped, and he's probably standing in the middle of the street looking like a fool. Really nice fabric or fur on him too. Really nice shading and all of that. Cool. So far, like the art. I got a fire urchin, a sea urchin, eh? 1 in a red. Really cool guy. Looks like he's walking on the street and his fire is going through the cracks of the mortar on the ground. It's a creature elemental with trample. It's a 1/3. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, fire urchin gets +1/+0 until end of turn. So if you're going to be putting him in a burn deck or a deck with a bunch of spells, instant and sorceries will give him a little bit more punch behind him. Pretty cool. And he can come out real early. Interesting art. Cool. Just crawling around, and it looks like he's in the rain, but the rain don't want to stop him. Fun. A Child of Night. Oh, new art for this one. It finally is a picture that doesn't look like it has flying. For whatever reason, I thought Child of Night always had flying because it looked like a vampire that was flying, I guess. Child of Night, 1 in a black. This is a reprint. Creature vampire. It's a 2/1 with lifelink. Fun. Fun. Cool art, too. Oh, wow. Look at this creature. It reminds me of an extinct creature. I forgot what it was. It looked like a dog that also looks like a zebra a little bit. It's a Wari Okapi. Interesting creature. Looks like a boar /deer/mule. slash zebra, and they're hanging out in the forest. Beautiful trees, beautiful art. Really like the depth of the picture. You got the root up front, you got one of the creatures and another in the background. Beautiful fall changing leaves. You can see some of the city in the background, or at least some of the buildings. Really beautiful. Really like that art. By, by Jason Felix. 2 and a green creature, antelope. There we go. It's an antelope 2. It's a 3/2 creature with vigilance. It doesn't need to tap to attack. Cool. Look at this color. Wow, really crazy art. You got some energy flowing through her head. They got her strapped up to some sort of machine that's reading her brain, or her brain's making the machine run, and it's just shocking her. Crazy auras and colors everywhere. Purples and blues. Really like the blues, and looks like she's got energy coming out of her mouth and eyes. Sizzle. No idea how to pronounce that. 3, a blue and a red. Instant. Draw 2 cards. Then you may discard an on-land card. When you do, Sizzle deals 4 damage to target creature. So you get to draw some cards. You get to discard an on-land card. And when you do, deals 4 damage to a creature. So it's some draw, some discard, and some hurt. You got to Prey Upon. This is one that, as seen before, it looks like this fairy guy is about to hurt this bug. It looks like he's got a lantern in his hand. Maybe he's attracting the bug to him. Crazy, like 6 eyes going on. Crazy looking, alien looking mouth, alien predator. And yeah, looks like he's in some sort of cave or something. Crazy. It's just 1 green. Sorcery. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. Each deals damage equal to its power to the other. So pretty much make 2 creatures fight each other. But you can't make your own creatures fight each other. You gotta make them fight your opponent. I got a Galvanic Punch. Really cool purple aura coming off of him. Looks like he's going really fast. Not sure what he punched. Some of the city. 3 in a red. Sorcery. Target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target player. Jumpstart. Jumpstart is a new one, eh? You may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other cost, then exile this card. This reminds me of the card Raven's Cry, which has Retrace. If you discard a land, you can play it in addition by discarding a land. So pretty much discard a card and pay 3 and a red, and you'll be able to play it from your graveyard. Pretty cool, so you can just keep playing as long as you have cards you're willing to discard. Fun. So it's kind of like a fling. It deals its damage to its power to target player, and you can keep doing it over and over. But it doesn't sacrifice the creature. Cool. Oh, pretty. Looks like some sort of compass or something like that. Demir Locket. 3 generic. It's artifact. This is a blue-black, it looks like. It has tap. Add blue or black to your mana pool. Or this like half blue, half black means you can either play 1 blue or 1 black. So you can either play like 4 blue, you can either play 4 black, you can either play 2 blue, you can either play 2 blue, 2 black. Any combination of that to make up 4 mana. Sacrifice Demir Locket. Draw 2 cards. Cool. Could be something cool to wear on your neck. Cool art. Really liking the art in this set. Really feeling it. I kind of like how they put fall colors out right now. They made it match up with the actual weather right now, which is pretty cool. Never thought about that. 1 a green and a white. You look like this centaur lady is there. She picked some flowers for me. Very sweet. Nice oranges in the background. You got some vines growing off the tree, the towers there. Really cool. Love the colors. Makes you think of fall, and fall is my favorite. Halloween's coming up, and I am so excited. Really beautiful art by Raul Vitela. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. 1 a green and a white. Centaur Cleric. When Centaur Peacemaker enters the battlefield, each player gains 4 life. Cool. It's a 3/3 for 1 a green and a white. And both you and your opponent, or whoever's playing, everyone just gains 4 life. She brings presents for everybody. She doesn't care that you're the enemy. She'll still love you. Next card I got is a Darkblade Agent. 1 a blue and a black. Looks like she's hiding up by the painting to pretend like she's in the painting. Really cool. Human Assassin. Yep, she's definitely waiting for someone to walk down underneath her, and boom, hit him. As long as you're surveilled this turn, Darkblade Agent has Death Touch, and whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Surveilled. I'm not sure what that means. It must be a mechanic. It's a 2 and a 3, and if you survey it, it has Death Touch, and whenever it deals damage to a player, draw a card. So get some card draw and Death Touch. Pretty cool. Human Assassin. Really cool art hiding in the picture to make it look like she's just grabbing the ring, just like the picture. Really cool. Really liking the art on this set. First uncommon. I really like the set symbol too with the silver. Looks nice. Yeah, it pops more with the silver. Glaive of the Guild Pack. 2 generic. It looks like a giant sword. It looks giant, hanging up by huge chains or something like that. Artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+0 for each gate you control and has vigilance and menace. I combine vigilance and menace. A creature with menace can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. And its equip cost is 3. Pay 3. Attach it to target creature you control, equipped only as a sorcery. So this is a gate set, I guess. There's probably going to be gates in the back. It's been a while since that. I think I have Maze's End somewhere in my collection. That would be fun to use that. Fun. So that is the first uncommon. Next card I got is Orcan Assassin. A black and green. Black and green is fun sets, fun colors. It has Death Touch. All creatures able to block Orcan Assassin do so. That is a cool card. It's a 1/1 swing. If they have a whole bunch of creatures, they could have 30 creatures out on their side and they all gotta block them. Interesting. Cool. I really like that. Bum, bum, bum. Hiding behind the wall, ready to strike these poor saps walking by. Really cool dark picture, and she's just hanging out there. It's hard to be an elf in this city. Ooh, and little imp. It's 1 black. Pilfering imp. Looks like he's stealing a like a stopwatch or something like that. And I can't remember the name of it. Stopwatch, locket, and he's just gonna fly off with it. Imagine seeing that at night. No, thank you. Get the fly swatter. It's a 1/1 creature with flying. It has 1 in a black. Tap, sacrifice, Pilfering imp. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Activate this ability only time you can cast a sorcery. Interesting. So it's a 1/1 creature with flying, and if you pay 1 in a black, tap and sack, you can make them reveal their hand, your opponent, and pick a non-land card, and they discard it. Fun. Like it. And then looks like I got a legendary elf shaman. Is only 1,000 eyes. Cool. Looks like a swamp elf creature witch. She's just hanging out. She's got a whole bunch of spiders, it looks, on her arms, and beetles. Disgusting. Pretty crazy. I bet she smells real nasty. Cool dark picture. 2 black, 2 green. Legendary creature, elf shaman. It's a 2/3 creature and has undergrowth. Undergrowth is, when isn't 1,000 eyes enters the battlefield, create a 1/1 black and green insect token for each creature card in your graveyard. Cool. There's a lot of, I feel like this is a graveyard heavy set. It could be wrong just because this one pack had a new mechanic like Scribble, makes you either put cards in your graveyard or not, and this definitely benefits from that. It has a black and green, sacrifice another creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Interesting. So then you can also make a bunch of creatures from when you play this, from its undergrowth, and then you can also sack those creatures for a black and a green, and also gain a life and draw a card. Cool card. This is pretty sweet. You can fill up your graveyard with a bunch of creatures, bust her out, and make a whole bunch of insects, which she definitely likes because they're just hanging out on her arm. Cool. And that was the first rare. And then, yep, guild gates. Cool art. Looks like cloudy skies, about to be raining. Bunch of people down there. It's hard to say. It looks like they're gathering at this point. Beautiful fall landscape. And enters the battlefield tapped. Add green or white to your mana pool. Fun. And I don't know who these people are. Cool. I feel like that's a pretty good rare. And I definitely like to open up all the packs and really see all the cards in there, because Magic the Gathering isn't just all about rares, it's also about the commons and uncommons, because the game wouldn't exist if there was no such thing as commons or uncommons. You gotta show love and respect to all the cards. This is Fire Urchin. We got this guy already. Pretty cool. But go ahead and put him in the common pile. We got an Intrusive Pack Beast. Interesting face on this guy. It looks like some sort of water buffalo bull, but his face looks very interesting. I don't know where his mouth is. It looks like he's just got horns for a mouth, and looks like he made this guy drop his fruit or flowers. And yeah, not sure what this red rope is up there. Looks like this guy's definitely scared, but I don't think he means harm. It doesn't even look like he can eat him. It is 4 and a white creature beast with vigilance. When Intrusive Pack Beast, intrusive, definitely intruding on this guy, enters the battlefield tapped up to 2 target creatures an opponent controls. It's a 3/3. Good at carrying things, really good at knocking them down. I really like the art, the flavor text, and what this creature does. Pretty cool. So when you play it, boom, tap 2 creatures opponent controls. So right away, it just looks like the picture. He comes in and he just taps this poor guy. He's like, oh man, you scared me. Cool art. Wow, really beautiful art. Just in time for Halloween. Crazy witch fingers. Really nice veil on her. It looks like it's just turning into mist, or she's a ghost, or just crazy. I don't know why ghosts wear those things over their head. It looks like it just make their vision harder to see. They should just wear glasses or take them off. 2 in the black, really cool. You got the fall leaves in the background, kind of being blocked by the archway there. Really cool. Creature Shade, 2/2. 1 in the black, Veiled Shade, gets +1/+1 till end of turn. Awesome. So 2 in a black creature for a 2/2, and you can just keep pumping them. Get them real strong. I got a Kraul Forgers. This looks like really fun art. These guys are just insect creatures, insect scouts, just running through the forest, getting all their mushrooms or whatever they need. Cool, interesting. Yeah, just a bunch of fungus. It looks like they eat fungus. And they're putting in their green layer. Really like the green colors in there. You got this guard out here, or maybe he's a shaman. And you got this guy just foraging for the mushrooms, and this guy running back there. They're just preparing their food for winter because, you know, it is fall. Insect Scout with Undergrowth. When Karul Forger enters the battlefield, you gain 1 life for each creature card in your graveyard. So Undergrowth definitely has to do with how many creature cards are in your graveyard. So if you got a whole bunch of creature cards in your graveyard when you play this guy, boom, you get a life for each of them. It's a 4/4 creature for 4 in the green. Really like this art. Really pretty. This is drawn by Aaron Miller. Good job, Aaron Miller. Oh, cool. I really like how they're bringing back the multicolor cards as well. You don't have to pay. You can put this in a green deck or a black deck or a black and green deck, which is pretty cool. Pithless Gorgon. You got a snake hair lady. Does it look underwater or just really green? It's hard to tell. It's a Gorgon. I'm not sure what a Gorgon is. And interesting lens flare in the background. Really nice blues and greens. Crazy snake hair. It looks kind of evil. Got her really long fingernails. Really like the art. Really do. Dark, fun. Death Touch is a 2/2 creature for 1 and 2 black or 1 and 2 green, or any combination of black and green. Fun. Really like the art on this set. I'm feeling it. You got a fresh-faced recruiter. He's just new. He looks real clean, and he hasn't seen any fighting. Look at the detail on his hands. It almost looks like photography. Amazing art. Wow, Anthony Plumbo. I remember reading that name before. Crazy. Look how big the city is. You got the bridgeways in the background. People just hanging out up there. Look like little ants, and he's just new in the scene, ready to protect them all. It's either 1 in a red or 1 in a white. As long as it's your turn, Fresh Face Recruiter has first strike. Cool. So if it's your turn, it's a 2/1 first strike for a 2. Cool card. I got an Artful Takedown. 2 blue and a black. Wow, look at this art. Throwing like a kunai. It's coming towards the camera. I'm not sure what that thing is in the background. And looks like he's ripped his sword out of his hand. I don't know how the kunai is flying this way. Looks like a weird goblin he's got by the neck. And he was going to just take him down. Almost looks like the Matrix or something. They're just fighting in the rain. A little bit of tilt in the picture. Really cool. Really like the art. This is drawn by Mike Bjork. It's an instant for 2, a blue and a black. It says choose 1 or both. Tap target creature. Or target creature gets -2, -4 until end of turn. Or both. Fun. Well, I don't know why you would only choose 1. But there's probably a situation where you would. Fun. Really like that. A lot of multicolored cards in the set, which is cool because it makes you really want to branch out to different colored decks. I got a Solma Wood Shaper. She's bending the wood. She's a wood bender. Got some interesting robotic dinosaur hanging out in the background or something like that. You got a green energy coming from her. Really cool vines. Really wavy. She's just bending it around. Kind of goes with the picture. Green energy. Really nice fall colors of the leaves. I love fall. 2, a green and a white elf druid. It's a 2/1. Got a whole bunch of text here. When Sulma Wood Shaper enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature or enchantment card from among them. Put it into your hand and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Interesting. I got a Devious Cover-Up. 2 and 2 blue. He's got blue flames on his hand. Oh no, it looks like he's holding a scroll or something. Got blue flames there. Got blue light reflecting off little pieces in the sky. Interesting foreground and background. He's in some sort of tunnel or something like that. He's looking back. He's got his leather jacket on. His little hair hanging down, and he looks like he knows something. 2 and 2 blue. Counter target spell. If a spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it in its owner graveyard. You may shuffle up to 4 target cards from your graveyard into your library. Wow, that's a cool counter spell. I like that. That's pretty cool. You counterspell, you exile it, then you can take cards from your graveyard and put them in your library. Fun. I really like that. Next card I got is Rhythm Lurcher. Looks like some crazy moose. Many-armed creature. Looks like a skull maybe on a side, made of fungus, got a feeler. Feel like it's a fungus that took over the body and morphed it. Really dark looking picture. Yep, it's a fungus zombie. Really fun. Probably does something with sprawlings. Two black and a green. Undergrowth. Rhizome Lurcher enters the battlefield with a number of 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. It's a 2/2, and if you got a whole bunch of creatures in your graveyard, dang, this thing just gets big. It looks like it takes all the dead creatures, puts them together, and just goes with it. Cool picture by Matthias Koloros. Fun. Uncommon. I got a Rock Charger. Looks like this bird has armor on his chest and head. He's got a big old rat tail looking thing, crazy wings, nice little claws. How does he pick up things with his hands? He doesn't. Nice reds showing off the building. 2 and a white creature bird. It's a 1/3 creature with flying. When Rock Charger attacks, target creature without flying gains flying until end of turn. Cool. I like that. Make any creature get flying if you attack. And be like, alright, now this goblin gets flying. He carries them on with him. I got a Demir Spybug. Cool. Interesting looking. Look at the lenses on those things. Crazy colors. I love the rainbow colors of the wings. Reminds you of the Matrix or something like that. Blue or black. Nice red background. Got some lightning going on. And these crazy multicolored bugs. You have a little bit of reflection of their skin or exoskeleton to show kind of the rainbow colors. Really cool. Flying insect. It's a menace. Flying. Whenever you surveil, put a 1/1 counter on Demir Spybug. It's a 1/1. Pretty cool card. It has menace and flying, and if you surveil, it gets a +1/+1 counter on it. So you can make this thing really big. I guess every time you surveil, you probably get one more creature. Fun. I really like that card. I could see decks out of that. I got a Creeping Chill, 3 and a black. This guy's just walking around. He got the leaves all over the ground. He doesn't want to rake them up, and he's just covering his head. He looks kind of sad or something like that. 3 and a black. Creeping Chill deals 3 damage to each opponent. You gain 3 life. When Creeping Chill is put into your graveyard from your library, you may exile it. If you do, Creeping Chill does 3 damage to each opponent and you gain 3 life. Interesting. So you can either have it do 6 damage. You can either have it do 6 damage to the opponent and you gain 6 life, or you can just keep it in your graveyard for whatever reason. Interesting card. So 4 for 6 damage and you gain 6 life. Oh, when Creeping Chill is put into your graveyard from your library. So if you surveil it or dredge it or something like that. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, interesting. And it looks like I got a mythic. Got these bark ladies hanging out in the background. Wow, look at the art on that. Their legs just morphed into this bark. Really beautiful lighting shading. That's crazy. That looks like photography. It's amazing. Got the nice dark in the background. Beautiful, beautiful like bark just morphing into these women. Trostin Discordant. 3, a green and a white. Legendary creature Dryad. Other creatures you control get +1/+1. It's a 1/4. When Trostin Discordant enters the battlefield, create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. At the beginning of your end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own. What? At the beginning of your end step, each player gains control of all creatures they own. Oh, so if someone used a blue card to say like gain control of this creature, and now the creature that you have that you own is on their side, you get the creature back at the beginning of your end step. Interesting card, really cool. Give creatures some strength. They come in with 2 white soldiers with lifelink. Really cool. Give all creatures +1/+1, all other creatures that I control. Wow, that's a pretty sweet card. Feels kind of, wow, the stock feels a little bit thicker on that one. That's interesting. So both my rares are multicolored cards, but that's going to be a theme. Boros Guildgate, red and a white, coming in with the fist there. And you got an Elf Knight. A little bit warp on these things. Looks like the tokens have a little bit of warp to them. Go ahead and open up the next pack. So I'm really feeling this set. It actually looks pretty cool. A lot of cool art. I really like the art. Maybe that's why I like it so much. Just the art. I got a Haunted Witness. I don't know what this guy's doing. He's just hanging out in an alley, throwing some paper in his coat. Got a crazy look on his face. Interesting art. Almost looks like watercoloring or something like that. 1 white, creature human. It's a 1/1. When haunted witness dies, create a 1/1 white soldier creature with lifelink. So when he dies, create a 1/1. Pretty cool. I got a unexplained disappearance. 1 in a blue. This guy's got fog coming in, about to just like take him over or take him, or is he turning into fog? Not sure. Really cool art. Really like the fog effects. Instant, return target creature to its owner's hands and surveil 1. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card in your graveyard. Cool. So it's kind of like Scribe, except instead of putting the card underneath your library or keeping it on top, you either put it in your graveyard or keep it on top. I like this one way better, because there's a lot more cards that interact with your graveyard than interact with the bottom of your library. Fun. I really like that mechanic. What is this? Wall? Nope. Portillus Vine, another defender card. Cool. I'm going to make a wall deck. 1 green. Really beautiful colors on there, just like this wall. It's covered up with plants, vines, really beautiful looking lavender looking flowers. Plant wall defender. It's a 0/3. Can't attack. Defender means it can't attack. It has 2 in tap. Sacrifice a creature with defender. Draw a card. Nature's way of saying take the long way home. Boop. Never happened. Crazy looking face on this man or woman. It's hard to tell. Can't really tell the gender, but it doesn't really matter. It looks like she's pulling out information from this guy's eye, just like taking away the images or the information he has and just taking it. Interesting. Looks like tape or something like that. Does it have text written on it? It's hard to tell, but really cool, creepy art. 2 in a black. Sorcery. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-land card from it. From that player's graveyard or hand and exile it. Interesting. So it's not only you get to pick an exile card from their hand, it can either refer to their hand or graveyard. Fun. That'd be fun for a discard deck. Especially in this new set where I bet a lot of things rely on the graveyard. I got a capture sphere. Looks like this giant troll or giant got stuck in a sphere and he doesn't look happy. He's got huge chin going on. Interesting colors. Looks like he's in a matrix bubble. Really dark looking city in the background. Looks very Halloween like. Looks like this building's a little bit off kilter. 3 in a blue. Enchantment aura. It has flash. Enchanted creature. When capture sphere enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. Boom. Put a block on it. Ooh, another locket. I guess there's going to be a locket for probably most of the colors. 3 generic. Looks like a green locket. Is that what my dice has? No, but I'm guessing my dice is one of the guilds. Tap, add black or green to your mana pool. And 4, any combination of black or green. Sacrifice, Golgari Locket. Draw 2 cards. Golgari Grave Troll. I got a Manacle Rage. Looks like this guy's got evil in his eyes. Fire everywhere in the background. You got some guy standing there grabbing or reaching for something. Looks like he just caused all sorts of fire. He's got his staff with a skull on it. Energy coming out. Tattoos everywhere. Looks kind of crazy. 1 in a red. Enchantment aura. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +2/+1. +2/+2 and can't block. So just give him some strength, but he can't block. I got a hired poisoner. A lot of like assassins in this set, filling up or putting poison on their blade. Interesting, just hiding. Definitely see the target over there in the cloak. 1 black mana. Creature human assassin with death touch. And so 1/1. Really like 1-cost cards for death touch. Typhoid rats. That's what I'm talking about. Cool art. Really like it. Like how the light's very centralized here. Very dark all around. You see this person. Then you later on look in the picture. You can see she's pouring poison onto it. And then you see the target in the background, which she isn't taking her eyes off of. Really cool. I got the Verdant Shieldmate. 1 a green or a white. Really cool picture. Kind of gray looking the sky, but you got some of the fall colors in the background. Really love the fall colors of the set. Vigilance. It's a 2/2 human soldier. I got another Hypnosizzle or Hypnosizzle. Don't know how to pronounce that. Looks like they have many cards. What are these? Split cards. Got Invert and Invent. 1 Interesting. Looks like a fire guy is turning frozen. And looks like this goblin has interesting colored energy coming out of his head. Wow, love that space background. Beautiful fire flames or fire energy. Love this. Got like Tesla coils in the background. Wow, I really like that art. That is amazing. Love the purples, love the blues, love the colors of the flames. Impressive. Who drew this? Who drew this? Matthias Koros. Impressive, really like it. It's either one blue or one red for this instant on the first side. Switch the power and toughness of up to 2 target creatures. Search your library for an instant and or sorcery card, reveal them, put them in your hand, then shuffle your library. So you can tutor for an instant or sorcery card or switch power and toughness of 2 target creatures. Awesome. So that's a split card. You got a Guild Summit, 2 in a blue. Looks like this person's inside like a coliseum or something. Is that a statue? It's hard to tell. Weird looking creature with blue face and like purple hair. Interesting art. I don't know how I feel about it. It's an enchantment. When Guild Summit enters a battlefield, you may tap any number of untapped gates you control. Draw a card for each gate tapped this way. Whenever a gate enters the battle under your control, draw a card. Now this is good if you're going to be using a lot of gates. You could have like 10 gates out, tap 10 of them, draw 10 cards. I mean, come on, that's insane. Cool. Really like that. I got a Crushed Contraband. Looks like someone tried to put something in there and he's like not having it. It's just full of muscles, this fire guy. 3 and a white instant. Choose one or both. Exile target artifact or exile target enchantment. Got some blue on my finger. So get rid of an enchantment or artifact. Not just get rid of it, exile it. And it looks like I got a Goblin Soldier. 2 and a red Legion War Boss. Looks very fancy. Got his gold little crown on. Got his like mink like coat on or something like that. Kind of looks like a pirate. Really cool picture. Really nice detail. It's a Goblin Soldier. Cool set symbol. 2/2. His Mentor. Mentor is whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature with less power. Okay, so if you're attacking with a 1/1 creature alongside this, you can mentor the 1/1 creature and make it a 2/2. Until it has equal power. You can only do it if it has lesser power. Interesting. Wow. Speed up your... Wow, that'd be great for a goblin deck. At the beginning of combat on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. The token gains haste until end of turn and attacks this combat if able. So at the beginning of your combat on my turn, this guy pops out a red goblin. You're going to mentor that goblin. So pretty much you're attacking with 2/2/2s. That's awesome. Sweet goblin card. I got a Golgari Guildgate. Interesting upside down clock. Beautiful greens and blacks. Add green or black to your mana pool. And a lifelink token. Wow. Really liking the set. I really am. And I got 1 mythic so far, which is pretty cool. I got a Barging Sagernaut. I'm not sure what that is. 4 and a red Minotaur Soldier. Looks like I thought he was walking on all fours for a minute, but he's got a sword and an axe in his hand, just stampeding away. Got his like hoofs on his feet, but he's got fingers on his hands. Interesting. Got his horns sticking through his armor, and they're just charging at stuff. You got the leaves in the background, some leaves flying in the air. Definitely really throwing in those orange leaves to let you know it is fall. Love it though. 4 and a red creature Minotaur Soldier with haste and has Mentor. So if a creature has less power than 4, you can attack with it and give it a +1/+1 counter. Interesting, and it's a counter. It doesn't like stay until the end of turn. You put a counter on it. That's Mentor is going to be an intense mechanic. 10th District Guard, 1 in a white. Got the leaves flying in the background. They're really pushing for fall, but I mean, fall's amazing. She's just standing there with her axe, and then she looks very relaxed. Yeah. 1 in a white. It's a 2/2 creature. When 10th District Guard enters the battlefield, target creature gets +0/+1 until end of turn. If only it had flash, it would make it a little bit better. Pretty cool though. Ooh, really cool. Leapfrog. Looks like this poison dart frog is just climbing up this building for whatever reason. I don't know why he's so tall up. I doubt he's going to catch a fly up there or something. Beautiful art. Love the foreground. You got his fingers, his little suction cups. Looks like he's got suction fingers because they're sticking like that. You got his beautiful blues, and you can see in the background all the fall color leaves. Man, fall in every picture. And this crazy bridge. He's just so far up that people look like ants. Maybe he's going to try to stick his tongue out and eat him. 2 and a blue. Creature Frog. Leapfrog has flying as long as you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn. It's a 3/1. Most compete for insects at street level. Some dwell near Izzet laboratories and ride the thermal updrafts. I was gonna say, yeah, was he trying to get bugs up there? I guess he is. Really cool art. Aaron Miller again. Cool. It's nice to see some of the art on here. Beautiful. Severed strands. Looks like she has all these networks or connections that she's about to cut. Interesting scissors and purple strings. Almost looks like a spider in the background or a spider legs coming around her face. My fake checker is all about that. She's some sort of spider creature. 1 and a black. Sorcery. In addition, cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. You gain life equal to the sacrificed creature's toughness. Destroy target creature an opponent controls. So you can kill a creature an opponent controls or destroy it, but you gotta sack a creature and you gain life equal to that sacked creature's. Pretty cool. Ooh, it's cute. Very cute. I like this. Oh, that's such a good picture. Generous stray, just like any other cat. If you've ever had a cat, sometimes they'll bring you things that they catch. And it looks like he caught a little lizard and he's like, look, I'm getting this for you. Wow, this is one of my favorite arts. I love it. Cute little green eyes, real cute. He got the trees in the background. He's got this dead lizard, and he's like, look, I brought it. Creature, cat. When Generous Stray enters the battlefield, draw a card. It's a 1 and a 2. So, awesome. Really like that. I really like that. I got a Gateway Plaza. Looks like I got a gate. Gateway Plaza enters the battlefield, tap. When Gateway Plaza enters the battlefield, sacrifice it, unless you play 1. And it adds 1 mana of any color. But you gotta pay 1 to keep it out, but you can make any mana you can think of. Cool. Again with the fall. You got Dead Weight. 1 black. Really like it. The ball and chain. Really beautiful picture. Got the reds in the background. The ball and chain right in the foreground. Then you see it's on a string or on a chain attached to this guy's leg and he's just stuck there. Looks like it's on fire and there's nothing he can do. He's about to just go down with it. 1 black. Enchant creature. Enchant creature gets -2. -2. Fun. We got a Undercity Uprising. Looks like you got a bunch of planeswalkers in the background or something like that. And this crazy looking zombie guy. Really dark pictures in this set. Kind of like it. 2, a black and a green. Sorcery. Creatures you control gain Death Touch until end of turn. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. So all your creatures get Death Touch. And target creature you control fights another creature you don't control. And you'd give that creature Death Touch. So pretty much kill a card. Kill a creature. And yeah, no one wants to block creatures with Death Touch. I got a Parhelion Patrol. Looks like a pirate ship or something. Looks like he's holding up his scepter into the sunlight. It's reflecting it down. Interesting, crazy big bird like a kookaburra with like metal on his chest or something like that. Interesting. 3 and a white. Human Knight. Flying Vigilance and Mentor. It's a 2/3. Boom. Cool bird. I wish I had a bird to fly. I got a Night Veil Sprite. Looks like a fairy rogue. Exactly. Paint kind of like an evil looking face. Got a crazy looking dagger. Nice purples and reds in the background. You can see her butterfly wings going on. And it's a 1 and a blue. 1 and a blue flying. When Night Veil Sprite attacks, surveil. Interesting. Look at the top card of your library. You may put that card in your graveyard. It's a 1/2. So whenever it attacks, you can surveil. That'd be great for where is it? This guy. Because whenever you surveil, you put a counter on it, and whenever it attacks, it surveils. There's going to be something with those cards, I know. Might of Masses. 1 green. Looks like some giant creature. Is it like a giant growth? Target creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature you control. The more creatures you control, the bigger it gets. It's just 1 green at instant speed. Big green elf guy. You got the blue guys in the background. They're like, wow, giant. Cool picture. I got a Circuitous Route. Not really sure, but a cool little maze. Is like Maze's End. Yeah, search your library for up to 2 basic land cards and or gate cards. Put them under the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. Maze's End. That's coming back, I can tell you. 3 and a green. Really cool. You got like a gargoyle in the background. You got the fall trees sticking through there. That'd be fun to do a maze like that. Yeah, you'd be there all day. Bring a backpack of snacks and food, but that would be fun. And it looks like the rare I got is a Beast Whisperer. Looks like he's got his hawk on his hand and he's got a snake on his arm. It was cool. I got to see a python the other day. Looks like some sort of deer in the background. I'm not sure. I've never seen a creature like that. Looks like a deer llama hybrid. And he's just got his animals there. He's walking through the forest and just making it work. 2 and 2 green, Elf Druid. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Wow. For an elf deck, you're going to be casting creature spells every second. It's a 2/3. You're going to be drawing cards like crazy. Wow. And it looks like I got a foil. Rhizome Lurcher, we got this guy already. When he comes in the battlefield with +1/+1 counters, equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Fun. And I'll put this in the foil pile. And you got the Golgari Guildgate again. And an Angel. Interesting, I guess these have different arts. Fun. Next pack. I feel like there's some really nice cards in this set. Real powerful. Definitely some good mechanics that are going to work together. That Mentor and Scrivel is going to do something crazy. Got a Healer's Hawk. One a blue. Looks like he's got a healing pack on his chest. Going to drop it down and heal some people. Flying above the buildings. Really cool. Flying lifelink. It's a 1/1. Wow. A flying and lifelink for 1. That's pretty good vanilla. Wow. Wishcoin Crab. 3 and a blue. Just a big old crab, probably big defender. Yeah, 2 and 5. 2/5 creature for 4. Just hanging out in the water. Nice fade from blue to red. Cool. You can see some of the crustaceans on his arm. Cool crab. I got a Sure Strike. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. I think this was in the last set. They just changed the art. Looks like this poor guy is getting super electrocuted. He's pretty much getting his soul ripped from his body, it looks like. There's energy flying everywhere. His eyes and mouth are just lit up green, and blue, and wow. No fear. What is this picture? Color the Culprit. Looks like a giant, and they're standing there. Is he fixing the building or is he ripping it? It's hard to tell if he's fixing the roof or he's breaking it. There's people standing there. Doesn't look like they're too alarmed, but it's hard to tell. You got post-its all around the city. I'm not sure what that is. Lost dog, lost cat. 3 and a white. Destroy target creature with toughness 4 or greater. So it looks like they want to destroy him. So, yeah, it looks like he's doing something bad. Ooh, this is cool. Look at this centipede. Spinal centipede. Looks like he's got bones on him. Interesting looking creepy crawlies, really long feelers. Man, that thing looks vicious. It looks poisonous too. Wow, does it have death touch? Nope, it's a 2 and a black. When Spinal Centipede dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It's a 3/2. That's a cool picture. By Zehu Chen. Zezhu Chen. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that correct. I got a wild Ceratok. 3 and a green. Creature Rhino. It's a 4/3 creature, and he's got interesting horns coming off of him. Where are his eyes? I can't really tell. Looks like some of his horns got pulled off. Crazy. Doesn't even look like he has eyes. I got a Muse Drake. Cool looking blue dragon. He got his buddy in the background. It looks like flying through there. Just flying through the city with the birds. The pigeons are like, yay. Those don't look like pigeons. I don't think pigeons exist in the Magic world because they're gross. 3 and a blue, flying. When Muse Drake enters the battlefield, draw a card. It's a 1/3 with flying and some card draw. I got another Gateway Plaza. Another Dead Weight. Another Undercity Uprising. Really cool art. Got the Snake Lady. I got what the heck? Whispering Snitch. He looks like a zombie or something. Got crazy looking hair. Got no life in his eyes. Covering his mouth. You're handing him some like poison or something. Definitely looks like you're the person handing him poison. Crazy. Hit meeting underneath some like dark overpass in the city. I don't think anything good's coming from that. 1 and a black. Creature Vampire Rogue. Whenever you surveil for the first time each turn, Whispering Snitch deals 1 damage to each opponent and you gain 1 life, and it's a 1/3. Weird card. Don't know what the art has to do with it. I got a Affectionate Indirk. This is like some crazy dinosaur. It says it's a beast. It's a dinosaur. Oh, there's like cats rubbing up on it. He's rubbing up on that. It's just showing you like the cats are rubbing up on that. He's rubbing up on that. Cool. You got these people in the background. They're like, yeah, we're not going there. He's just hanging out with the cats. 5 and a green. Really cool. You got the fall colors everywhere. He's knocking this poor guy over. When Affectionate Indrik enters the battlefield, you may have it fight another target creature you don't control. Really, you can have it fight a creature. I feel like it should make it tap or something. It's a 4/4 for 5 and a green. I feel like it should tap it. I got a City Watch Sphinx, 5 and a blue. Wow, really beautiful art. Nice feathering and shades on that. You got the red sun coming through, poking through a little bit. Got the rain. A lot of pictures of the rain, but they're doing a really good job on that. Got a Magala Villeneuve, no idea how to pronounce that name. Flying, when City Watch Sphinx dies, surveil 2. It's a 5/4 with flying. It's fine. And the rare I got is Tajik Legend Edge. One, a red and a white. Looks like he's got fire sword with his edge. A lot of people are wearing those like fur armor and stuff like that. Really beautiful armor colors. Legendary creature, human soldier with haste and mentor. It's a 3/2. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. So cards like shock and stuff wouldn't do anything. Crazy. And then red and a white gains first strike until end of turn. Wow, that puts a hold on all non-combat damage. That's insane. Wow. Some really good, interesting cards. You got a Goblin and Is It Guildgate. I'm gonna go change my battery real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, and I'm back and I got a couple more packs we're gonna open up. So far, I think I'm doing pretty good. Then again, I'm not really here to make money or anything like that. I'm just here to see the new sets, see the art, and have fun with it, you know? The next card I got is a Passwall Adept. Probably going to be something unblockable. Yeah, 2 and a blue. Target creature can't be blocked this turn. With a name like Passwall, probably going to just go through walls. 1 and a blue. Human Wizard. It's a 1/3. My doors are called trespassing. My signatures, forgeries. They don't respect my talents. I don't respect their labels. Cool. Really like that. Got a Maximize Velocity. Got this crazy dragon goblin guy with energy on him. Is he flying on some sort of like green goblin board or something like that through the city? 1 red. Target creature gets +1/+1 and gains haste until end of turn. And it has jump start, so you may cast this card from your graveyard by discarding a card in addition to paying its other cost. So if this is in your graveyard, discard a card in your hand, pay red, and keep doing it. So saying you could have 6 cards in your hand and 6 red mana on the board, or 7 red mana, pay this for once, and then you can repeat the cost and pay it 6 more times, which would be kind of crazy. Interesting, really like that. That could do something good. Healer Hawk, 1 white. It's a 1/1 for flying and lifelink. Really cool card. Really like that. Dazzling Lights. This was the first card I got, I believe, in the first pack. Got a Dowser of Lights, 4 and a black. Creature horror. Really nice colors. You got the blues and greens over there. You got the interesting reds and oranges. Some crazy looking creature centipede. Creature horror for 4 and a black. Just a 4/5 creature. Crazy. You got a Pax Favor. Is this a wolf? Giant wolf. He's got the Tree of Life on his chest. It looks like you can see the fall leaves just falling everywhere. He's making people run like crazy in the city. I would go up and try to give him a pet. It has Convoke. Convoke, I guess, is in the set. Your creatures can help cast this spell. Each creature you tap while casting this spell pays for 1 of the mana cost. So, you can tap 2 creatures and pay it for pretty much green. Target creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Interesting. I like Giant Growth better. Looks like a giant worm. Sigil Worm, or Siege Worm. 5 and 2 green. Creature worm with Convoke and Trample. It's a 5/5, and you can play this for 2 if you have 5 creatures you tap for mana. Really bright colors, vibrant, and he's just chasing out the horses and mules, and everyone's running away from this giant worm with plated armor. And look at all those teeth in his mouth. Yeah, run away. I got a Goblin Electromancer. Cool card. Blue and a red. Creature Goblin Wizard. Instants and sorcery spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Now that's good. It's a 2/2, and you're going to be playing this in a blue and a red deck, which pretty much has lots of instants and sorceries, so this is going to be great. Results 752. Rapid Mass Redistribution. Results 753. Cladamus Reverse Synthesis. Results 754. Acute Disarrayment. No idea. Cool. You got a Notion Rain. Looks like very Matrix looking like. This looks like that one woman that pulled out information from that one guy's eye in like a strip. 1, a blue, and a black. Surveil 2, then draw 2 cards. Notion Rain deals 2 damage to you. So surveil 2, draw 2 cards. So you can either look at the top 2 cards of your library, keep them there, put them in your graveyard, and then draw 2 cards, or draw the cards you just looked at. Pretty cool. It looks like they're in the Matrix, got like blue Matrix Rain going on. Crazy. I got another glaive of the guild pack. I got a house guildmate, blue and a black human wizard. It's a 2/2 creature. It has 1 and a blue. Tap. Target creature doesn't untap during its control's next untap step. Cool. Put a hold on that creature. 2 and a black. Tap. Surveil 2. Cool. So you can either surveil or make a creature not untap during its next control's untap step. Holding this like blue energy vortex in her hand. Really dark purples and blues in the background. Cool. Like how she's a little bit off center. Got the orb more in the middle. Really beautiful art. This is drawn by Winona Nelson. Cool. Looks like I got a Sunhome Stalwart. 1 and a white giant huge sword. Looks like you should be jousting with it. You're like way down low to his like you're looking up at him in this picture, so he's like real tall looking. First strike with mentor. It's a 2/2. Before I let you wield one of these, let's see you dodge one. Yeah, exactly. He's about to attack us. And it looks like I got Planeswalker. Cool. Vraska Golgarian Queen. Fun. 2, a black and a green. Legendary Planeswalker Vraska. Comes in with 4 loyalty. She's got snake hair sitting in her throne. Looks like a guy up there. Maybe she's using him as like a footrest. Wouldn't be surprised. Really dark color. Legendary Planeswalker Vraska. +2. You may sacrifice another permanent. If you do, so you may sacrifice another permanent. You either get +2 and do nothing, or you can sacrifice a permanent. If you do, gain a life and draw a card. -3, destroy target non-land permanent with converted mana cost 3 or less. And then -9, you get an emblem with whenever a creature you control deals damage to a player, that player loses the game. There was a card that did something like that. If this one creature that if it attacked and it made damage, they just lost the game. This pretty much makes it so all your creatures have that with an emblem. That's cool. So if you get up to 9, boom, you pretty much won the game if they can't block. Fun card. Oh wow, and I also got a rare foil. Got a Omnispell Adept, 4 and a blue, creature human wizard. That's a 3/4, 2 and a blue. Tap, you may cast instant or sorcery cards from your hand without paying its mana cost. Wow, put this in your deck, and big cards in there. Be cool if you could cast like Omniscience with it for free, then just cast everything else for free. Fun, that's pretty cool. So pretty much once a turn, you can play any card, instant or sorcery, for 2 blue and tap. And they're just throwing out water. They're water bending. Really cool. Really cool. Fun. I'll put that in the foil. And then I got a Dimir Guildgate. Got their symbol right there. It's blue and black. And you got a lifelink soldier. So cool. Got one of the Planeswalkers. Vraska Golgari Queen. Next card I got is a Fearless Halberder. She's a big woman with her big sword in her hand, or a big axe. She means business. It looks like we're on the ground, or she's like super tall, maybe a giant, and she's just gonna do what she needs to do. 2 and a red, creature human warrior, 3/2. I spent some time in the Legion, but I'm done taking orders all day. Boom. I got a maximize altitude, probably gives you fly. 1 blue, sorcery. Target creature gets +1/+1 against flying until end of turn, and it has jumpstart. And it looks like he's got rocket on or something like that. He's flying in the sky, going real quick. Not very clear the picture because it wants to show you that he's under really fast motion. Pretty cool. Give him some flying and some strength. I got some sworn companions. 2 and a white sorcery. Create 2 1/1 white soldier creature tokens with lifelink. They're in this for life. Good for them. Really bright picture. You got the sun right in the background, shining the light on them. Their hands are clasped together, showing their allegiance to each other. And yeah, they mean business. Got a goblin. Got a torch courier. I remember this card. He can pass the torch of haste, I believe. Haste. Sacrifice torch courier. Another target creature gains haste until end of turn. So, say later on in the game, if you play a big creature, you want him to attack right away, sack this poor guy, give the torch to the big guy and he can attack. Looks like he's running away with the fire, and you got this guy in the background. He's like, where are you going? Interesting. Cool. You got a bat. Got a 3 and a black for a flying 3/1 bat. Bats are welcome to eat thousands of my pets. I have multitudes more that will ultimately eat the bats. I'm not sure what that means. You got the fall colors in the background. You got some bats flying everywhere. And then you got the red and orange trees. Cool. You got another locket. Oh, this one's pretty. Got a tree locket. Doesn't look as magical as the other ones, but it looks really cool. Hanging on some looks like some dragon scaled armor. 3 generic artifact. Add green or white to your mana pool. 4 an enemy combination of green or white. Sacrifice. Draw 2 cards. So all the lockets do the same thing. They're gonna add 2 colors of mana to your mana pool. You can pick one of them, and if you pay 4 of those colors, you can draw 2 cards. Fun. You got a direct current, another thing, a lot of Nikola Tesla inspired mechanics, I guess, the Tesla coils going on, shooting off red lightning. This guy over there with his ether core in his backpack, I'm not sure what he's doing, but he means business. 1 and 2 red. Direct current deals 2 damage to any target and has jumpstart. Now that's pretty cool. So it's like an expensive shock with jumpstart. Boom. I got another locket, an Is It locket. That is what I got. Is It is blue and red. Yeah, cool. Is It. Guess I gotta make a blue and red deck. 3 generic, add a blue or red to your mana pool. 4 in any combination, sacrifice the locket, draw 2 cards. Really cool art, looks like some time machine or something like that. Iron Man's chest piece, pretty much. Awesome. You got a Deadly Visit. A lot of assassin cards in this set, it looks like. Very dark art. Kind of it reminds me of, can't think of the set. Just a dark set. Innistrad. 3 and 2 black sorcery. Destroy target creature and surveil 2. So destroy a creature and surveil 2. Boom. Hanging out there. He's just reading and drinking his tea by the street light. And this big knife is in the background about to hit him in the chest. It's weird. He's in his own home and he's just hanging out with his armor on. What a freak. Got another split card. You got a flower and flourish. Search your library for a basic forest or plains card. Reveal it. Put it in your hand and shuffle your library. And creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. So this isn't like the last split cards where there was you can play this from your hand. You can play this from your graveyard. It's pretty much pick one or the other. And the flower is 1 color of green or white, and the flourish is 4 a green and a white. Really like the picture of flower. She's holding a lotus in her hands. Really nice glow going on. She's feeding the earth, and the earth is going to feed her by either getting a forest or plains card. And there's these 2 creatures right there, and they're getting stronger. They get the +2/+2 until end of turn. Boom. Split cards. Interesting. Got a Hellkite Whelp. 4 and a red, creature dragon with flying. It's a 3/3. When Hellkite Whelp attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature defending player controls. So whenever it attacks, he burps and gives a little bit of fire to any creature that they have. He's got the fire in his neck. You can see it coming through almost like his gills or neck. I don't think he doesn't have gills, but cool. Really dark colors in the background, a little bit offset. He's just flying there, and he's got his really long front arms. For whatever reason, I think dragons have small front arms like a T-Rex, but I guess this one has really long ones. Cool. And then another split card. I got a Discovery and a Disappraisal. A Sorcery. Scribble 2, then draw a card for Discovery. And this Disappraisal, each opponent returns a non-land permanent they control with highest converted mana cost among permanents they control to its owner's hand, then discard a card. Interesting. So pretty much return the highest cost of permanents you have to your hand. Weird card. Very weird. And then the rare I got is Erratic Cyclops. Got this guy with a giant energy coming out of his hands like he's standing in a fire. Got an oxygen tank on. Really old looking scuba head and a really tiny head. Looks like he's got a mask on his one eye. Weird. 3 in a red. Cyclops Shaman with Trample. It's a 0/8. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, Erratic Cyclops gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is spell's converted mana cost. Oh wow, that's pretty interesting. So he has Trample, and whenever you play an instant or sorcery spell, he'll get plus that to his power for that spell's mana cost. Wow, fun. And then I got another foil. Another Whispering Snitch, this weird card. What a creepy card. Wow. Then I got an Is It Guildgate and an Elf Knight. Actually, quite a bit of foils in this set. And this box, and quite a bit of mythics too. I think I've gotten 2. Another Fire Urchin. This guy's just walking around, spreading his fire in the rain. Got, what is this? Letiv Guardian, 3 and a white, creature human knight with Convoke. It's a 2/4. Riding on this big wolf, beautiful fur. Got the fall leaves falling everywhere. And yeah, just hanging out. Got a Disdainful Stroke. He's cutting the, looks like the scroll in half with his sword and it's turning into blue fire. Not sure if it was evil or he's just destroying information. 1 in a blue. Counter target spell with converted mana cost 4 or greater. So he's cutting the merchant scroll in half. So interesting. 2 for countering a spell with converted mana cost 4 or greater. Never seen that. Cool. Wow, look at the art on this. Very creepy. He's telling her something and her eyes are going just pale from it. Beautiful art. Wow. David Plumbo. Look at the shading on that. It looks almost picturesque. Vicious Rumors. 1 black. Vicious Rumors deals 1 damage to each opponent. Each opponent discards a card that puts the top card of the library into their graveyard. You gain 1 life. Wow, this is like Smallpox, sort of, but a 1-cost Smallpox. It's got quite a bit going on. So it deals 1 damage to each opponent. Each opponent discards a card and puts the top card of their library into their graveyard, and I gain a life. That's pretty fun. I got a, what is this? Crushing Canopy. Some giant bug creature, 2 and a green, flying out there with his blue head and his purple wings. Beautiful art. Really like it. Instant, choose 1, destroy target creature with flying or destroy target enchantment. Pretty cool. Put this in your deck before sideboarding because you can either destroy a creature with flying or enchantment. Or put this in only in the sideboard. Got a Sky Knight Legionnaire, 1 red and a white, human knight with flying and haste. It's a 2/2. Just hanging out there on the backs of these giant birds, and they have all these birds everywhere. I don't know why they have swords in their hands. They expect to get that close to the ground or something interesting. I can't imagine aerial fights with swords. Whoa! Whoops. Wow. Sorry. Can't imagine aerial fights with swords going on. I got a Whisper Agent, 1 a blue or black flash. When Whisper Agent enters the battlefield, survey 1. It's a 3/2. Hanging off the side of a building, got a sword in his hand. Not sure why. Is he going to catch one of those crows? Possibly. Cool art. Really like the blues. I got a Candlelight Vigil, 3 and a white, enchantment aura. He's just hanging around, got candles flying everywhere, doing some weird ritual. Just making the candles float. Purple background, candles all around him in a circle. She's just got this big staff in her hand. I'm not sure what she's doing. Enchanted creature gets +3/+2 and has vigilance. You got a Sonic Assault, 1 a blue and a red. Tap target creature, Sonic Assault, deals 2 damage to that creature's controller, and it has Jumpstart. Really like the blues and reds in there. It looks like some energy, some sound just hitting this poor buffalo guy, or this bull guy, and he just can't take it. Just putting him to the ground. Got another Rhizome Lurcher. Got a Conclave Cavalier, 2 green and 2 white. Centaur Knight, walking through the city. Got the leaves on the ground. She's in the foreground. You got the trees in the background. They got the buildings even behind that. Really cool. She's just charging toward us. Vigilance. It's a 4/4 creature. When Conclave Cavalier dies, create 2/2 green and white elf knight creature tokens with vigilance. So create 2 of these guys. Fun. Looks like I got a Goblin Banneret. 1 cost red. It's a 1/1 creature with Mentor. Whenever this creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target creature with lesser power. So only if that creature has 0 power, you can put something on it. As you can make it stronger actually. 1 and a red Goblin Baronet gets +2/+0 until end of turn. So give this guy a little bit of strength, and when he attacks, you can mentor a creature with less power. Interesting. Mentor is a really cool ability. I like it. I got a Glow Spore Shaman. She's growing her funguses that glow in the dark. Really cool greens, really nice. She's hanging out there. their staff. It looks like it grew out of this dead body. She's just hanging out, seeing the green mushrooms. Awesome, beautiful. Black and green elf shaman. It's a 3/1. When Glowspore Shaman enters the battlefield, put the top 3 cards of your library into your graveyard. You may put a land card from among your graveyard on top of your library. Interesting, so your next draw would be a land card if you have one in your graveyard. It's a 3/1. Put some cards in your graveyard. And it looks like I got a split card. I got Find and Finale. It's black or green, 2 of them. Sorcery, return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. And then for 4 and a black and a green sorcery, you may put 2 1/1 counters on a creature you control. Then all creatures get -4, -4 until end of turn. That's pretty good. So you give your creatures a little bit of strength, and then all creatures get -4, -4. So it doesn't destroy all creatures, it really hurts them bad. You got Vraska sitting over there, and you got the bug lady sitting over there. Interesting. Then you got a Boros Guildgate and a Bird Illusion. Alright, let's see. I got 2 more packs. Let's just get on into it. Really liking this set. Oh yeah, I heard that these came out too. They're like actual tokens of the creature cards, but they're like little models, like quite little small. That'd be fun. Skyline Scout. 1 and a white, human scout. Whenever Skyline Scout attacks, you may pay 1 and a white. If you do, it gains flying until end of turn. It's 2/1. So he comes in the battlefield, you can pay 2, and he can get flying. Just hanging out, grappling down from the ceiling. Cool. Really nice colors. You get a Passball Adept again. Got another Maximize Velocity. Got a Severed Strands. That'd be a cool foil card. Yeah, you got a Generous Stray. One of my favorite cards so far. Got a Piston Fist Cyclops. Another Cyclops. Is Cyclops becoming a cool deck? It looks like the same Cyclops from the other one. He's got his like almost Bioshock looking like old scuba diving gear on. His eye is like really tiny inside that little part, I think. He's got his Piston Fist. He's just punching through the wall. You got the blue and red over there representing the colors. A blue and a red, or any combination of the 2. Defender is Defender. It's a 4/3. As long as you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, Piston Fist Cyclops can attack as though it didn't have Defender. So it can only attack if you cast an instant or sorcery spell. Otherwise, he doesn't have the strength to. He needs the energy for his pistons. You got another Pithless Gorgon. Really cool art. Really like it. Death Touch 2/2 creature Gorgon. Got a Hammer Dropper. That's just it. Hammer Dropper. Weird name. He's giant. Look how big he is compared to those guys. Those guys are all drones, and you got this big guy with the hammer. He's like, do you want a sword? Do you want anything? He said, no. I want a hammer. You get the birds flying in the background. Really beautiful oranges. Beautiful sunset. 2, a red, and a white. It looks like sunset. I don't think it's sunrise. I don't know why they're just standing there, about to go into battle at sunset, unless they have night vision. Menace. It's a 5/2 creature. When this creature attacks, put a 1/1 counter on target attacking creature with lesser power. Cool. Boom. 5/2. Mentor. Got an Artful Takedown again. This is a really cool art. Really like it. Mike Bjork. Boom. Really cool. Got the kunai flying towards you. The sword in the background falling. And he's just taking this goblin down in the rain. You got another Wood Shaper. Got another split card. Integrity and Intervention. Looks like this big guy has got his gauntlet on his arm that's glowing. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn for either a red or a white. It's an instant. These are both instant speed. And intervention is this giant angel shooting a red laser beam from our hands. 2, a red and a white. Instant. Intervention deals 3 damage to any target. You gain 3 life. Boom. Cool. So red or white deck. Fun. Got a Price of Fame. Looks like he murdered this person. A lot of smoke going on in the alley in the back of the city. No one really knows. Murdered him. Maybe he's found him. 3 and a black. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a legendary creature. Destroy target creature. And it's Surveil 2. Look at the top 2 cards of your library, then put any number of them into your graveyard, and the rest on the top of your library in any order. So if this targets a legendary creature, He takes less money to kill a legendary creature. That's pretty much what it's saying. Crazy. He got a Rampaging Monument. 4 generic, artifact creature cleric, trample. Rampaging Monument enters the battlefield with 3 1/1 counters on it. It's a 0/0 right off the bat. Whenever you cast a multicolored spell, put a 1/1 counter on Rampaging Monument. So, cast multicolored spells with this guy, and he just keeps getting bigger. Got this giant, what is that? Staff in his hand, and on this one like some lantern, and everyone's running away from him, and he's just walking through the city with his light. I don't think he's doing harm, but he's just a monument walking through town. He looks terrified, this guy. And of course you got the orange trees in the background. And the rare I got is Blood Operative. 1 and 2 black creature, vampire assassin. He's standing there. Is that his pinky up, or is he holding something in his hand? His inhaler? He's got his inhaler in his hand because he's feeling out of breath. Creature vampire assassin with lifelink. When Blood Operative enters the battlefield, you may exile target card from a graveyard. When you surveil, if Blood Operative is in your graveyard, you may pay 3 life. If you do, return Blood Operative to your hand. So 3/1. And yeah, if you surveil, pay 3 life, get him back to your hand. Interesting card. And then I got another Guild Gate, and then a Soldier. And I'm on to the last pack. Well, hope you all made it to this part. I know these videos take a little bit longer, but I really like to enjoy it because it's not every day that I buy something like this, and it is $35, so it's not a little bit of money, and I do enjoy it. And I hope you do too. I got a Dermere Informant. She's got her envelope there, the blue little jewel on the envelope where they sealed it, and she's going to pass on the information to somebody. Beautiful little lights in the background. 2 in a blue, human rogue. When Dermere Informant enters the battlefield, surveil 2. It's a 1/4. The letters arrived, all sealed in red. You got a rubber belt boar. Interesting, he's got green coming off of him. 3 in a red. It looks like he's stinky or something. Run through the rubble of the place. A creature boar. It's a 3/3. When rubber belt boar enters the battlefield, target creature gets +2/+0 until end of turn. What a weird name. Got another Collar the Culprit. Got a Mood Mark Painter. Getting some paint on his face. Reminds me of henna or something like that. Love the art on this. Scotty Murphy, beautiful. 2 and 2 black, really nice shading. You can see the reflection on their face, or like in the moonlight. I like how she's painting their faces. They're getting ready for something. Creature human shaman with undergrowth. It's a 2/3 creature. When Moodmark Painter enters the battlefield, target creature gains menace and gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. It can't be blocked except by 2 or more creatures. Cool. So it gets menace and quite a bit of power if you have a bunch of creatures in your graveyard. Love the art too. The art on this set is really good. 2 and a green. Reach Spider. It's a 1/4, just like a giant spider, hanging out in his little den. You got some skeleton guys there, all covered with webs. You wouldn't want to run into that in the forest. Cool. Cool. You can only see his eyes. Got the hammer guy. Got another Demir Locket. Luminous Bond. Look at this poor little gator guy. Looks like a crab gator, or hermit crab or something, with a bond wrapped around him. 2 and a white. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature can't attack or block. Just pretty much bond him up. That's a weird like hermit crab creature. They got him. I got another Candlelight Vigil. A Piston Fist Cyclops again. I got a Justice Strike. Strike with Justice. Red and a white. This angel with the flames. It's definitely the lady on the box right there. That's her. And looks like she's striking down these creatures. It looks like she's on top of a minotaur or something like that with her flame sword. Kind of evil, kind of mean looking. And of course, you got the fall leaves up front. Target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. Fun. Pretty much make it kill itself if it can. That's cool. Smelt Ward Minotaur. 2 in a red. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, target creature an opponent controls can't block this turn. It's a 2/3. So put him in a deck with a bunch of instant and sorceries. Make him not be able to block your creatures. Interesting fire axe. Looks like it's real hot. Got an angry roar going on. Really nice detail work. This is drawn by Wisnu Tan. Cool art. I'm really feeling it. I got a Wand of Vertebrae. Crazy. It's like some weird serpent-like bone wand. One generic artifact. Tap, put the top card of your library into your graveyard. 2 and tap, exile Wand of Vertebrae. Shuffle up to 5 target cards from your graveyard into your library. That's pretty fun. So pretty much help put cards in your graveyard. Really cool picture. Got this wand in the middle of this muck, holding it up by like these 2 pieces of wood. You got candlelights there, so you know someone's been there recently, but they put the wand there for whatever reason. It must be real powerful. Got green energy emitting from the nose and the eyes of this wand. And crazy. Is it just in the sewer of the city? Maybe. And then the last rare I got is Defending Clarion. 1, a red and a white sorcery. Defending Clarion deals 3 damage to each creature. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Interesting card. So do 3 damage to each creature, and creatures I control gain lifelink until end of turn. Looks like some big energy burst is coming out of this big bugle or big horn. He's blowing it, and you can just see the energy ripple, throwing rocks everywhere. Cool. I'm not sure where it cut off, but I'm just going to thumb through the rares real quick. Got this one, Blood Operative, a split card, Find and Fatality, Erratic Cyclops, Vraska, Golgari Queen, Legion Edge, Beast Whisperer, Legion Warboss, Trosan Discordant, 1,000 Eyes, and then got a couple foils. The box itself came with 5 foils of the land. I got a Whispering Snitch, got an Omnispell Adept, and a Rhizome Lurcher. Also got the dice over here with the cool guild gate on it. Where is it? Cool. I think there's one for each of the guilds. And you got the nice little box. Got some lands inside the box. Whole bunch of commons and uncommons over here. Really fun. Really nice taste of the set. Really like these cards here. They're a new addition to it. Better than the other information that they used to give in those small little rectangular packets. Got the cool images of here. You can like hang this on your wall or something. Guilds of Ravnica on the top. Comes with a bunch of tokens from the packs. And yeah, the player book as well. Anyways, I always have a lot of fun opening these up. I know they're longer videos, but I enjoy them and I hope you do too. Thanks for stopping by and have a wonderful day.